Hi everyone! In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a necklace banana bread. So I made this bread yesterday. It was supposed to be just a regular plain banana bread, but I happened to forget to add the 2 eggs into my wet ingredient. So after I put the loaf into my oven, then I saw my 2 eggs sitting on my countertop. So, but then what's amazing is the result. The banana bread itself was so good, was so moist. Like, you know, you won't notice that there was no egg inside that banana bread. The egg itself worked as a binder, but the taste is amazingly yummy. So I would want to make it again on purpose without adding egg into my batter. So you probably want to try making this eggless banana bread. But if you want to add egg, then feel free to add egg. Just remember, you add the eggs, the 2 eggs, into your wet ingredients one at a time. And then whisk it. So try both with and without eggs. And let's see which one you like more. Okay, as usual, we're gonna start by mixing our wet ingredients. Okay, all right. By mashing my 3 ripe bananas. If you have large bananas, it would be better because it's gonna make your banana bread more moist and sweeter. But I have, it's more like a medium size here. Okay, mash the bananas. And then, because I have half lemon here, so I'm going to use this half lemon. The purpose of adding a lemon juice here is to help the banana not to turn brown. All right, and then half cup of oil. I'm using canola oil. I'm not using butter here. You can substitute the oil with butter if you want. But I want my banana bread to stay moist even after a couple days. Although I'm not sure still gonna be available after a couple days. And then now adding my sugar. Okay, 1 cup of sugar. I'm using just granulated white sugar. Okay. You can use a brown sugar if you want to. All right. So we're done with our wet ingredients. Now let's start with the dry ingredient. Okay, for this recipe, I will need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup, and my 2nd cup here. I like to strain my dry ingredients. And also 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And half teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, I'm using white sugar because I want my banana bread not to look brown inside. All right, and then don't forget the salt. Half teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt here. You can use sea salt or even your table salt is fine. Too much. All right. So remember what I said? After you put the dry ingredient, you do not want to stir it too much, okay? Only stir until combined. Okay. Now, as usual, I want to add nuts in my bread. Walnuts go better in banana bread. So instead of using pecan like I always do, This time for my banana bread, I'm going to add walnut. If you do not like any nut in your bread, then you do not need to add the nut. Okay, so just half cup. Because this batter only fits in one loaf. I don't need more than half cup. Again, we mix it, but only for a short time. Okay, I'm done. I forgot to preheat my oven to 350. Alright. But I don't think I waste any time because now I will also make the crumble topping. If you do not like topping in your banana bread, then you do not need to make the crumble topping. So before I make the crumble topping, I will pour my batter into my loaf pan. This is 9 by 5 and I line it with parchment paper here. Then time to pour the batter. All right, now, and because I do not want to put too much crumble toppings, I will just use 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter and then 3 tablespoons of light brown sugar. So the amount of the butter and the brown sugar are the same. So if you want more crumble topping, you want to make 6 tablespoons, then you add 6 tablespoons of the brown sugar, the light brown sugar, okay? And then, besides this butter and sugar, we also need the flour. And the flour, the amount of flour we need for the topping is 2 times the butter or the brown sugar. I'm using 3 tablespoons of butter, right? So I need 6 tablespoons of flour, okay? So it's the same like a 1/4 cup and 2 tablespoons. Where is my 1/4 cup? All right, I don't have my 1/4 cup. I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna just measure 6 times of 1 tablespoon. It's the same. Okay, before this, let me just use fork first to mash the butter. All right, now I need 6 tablespoons, right? 1. So now I just need to mash this with my fork until crumbly. Very easy, right? Okay, so my oven hasn't beeped yet, but I'm done making my crumble topping. Okay, this is what it looks like. Now I just need, that's my oven, just in time. Okay, so I just need to sprinkle my crumble topping on my batter. Using a spoon is easier. Alright, now I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees of Fahrenheit for 45 minutes first, and then I'm gonna check, okay? So this is my eggless banana bread. I forgot to add the eggs earlier when I was mixing the wet ingredients. I didn't realize until I put my loaf into the oven. It is done after 50 minutes. So I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes first, okay? Very moist. This accidental banana bread, you know, just because I forgot to add the eggs, this is actually really good. Like somehow I don't miss the eggs. It just tastes so moist and so good. And especially the crumble toppings on top, it tastes light. So this is the second day after I made this the eggless banana bread. So the color, you see the color is still bright, it doesn't turn dark, and still very moist.